Today is Friday, June the 25th, and this is My Daily Thought. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. There's some things to go through right now, which I haven't done a video in forever. As I mentioned before, I have been working on some things, and I still am working on some things to get stuff out the way. There's just massive changes going on right now. So I haven't been uploading that much stuff. I've really been doing the lucky numbers and the quick 3 tarot, which is for the collective. I haven't really been doing any daily thoughts. I haven't done that many other ones in regards to Wacky News Weekends or sports or what have you. The goal is to start that back up in the near future. I just don't know what the date will be. What I do know is that when I start it back up with uploading all of the other stuff outside of the lucky numbers and the quick 3 tarot, that stuff, I'll more than likely upload a lot of content. Now, as for the content, it will be probably mostly on the podcast. As I said before, it's just a lot more advantageous to me to upload certain things to the podcast only. So if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you're listening to the podcast. If you're one of those people who watches the videos, whether you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, or Daily Motion, just know that I've been putting a lot of my energy into the podcast itself. I'm not saying I'm going anywhere when it comes to YouTube, Instagram, or Daily Motion. I'm just saying that more of my energy will be going into the podcast. And then when I have the bandwidth, I will come back and start doing more stuff on video. Because as I mentioned before, when I first started this podcast, the only reason I did video was to show my face. That was it. Because I have this thing where if you have an opinion about something, you should show what you look like. You shouldn't hide behind anything or be anonymous or anything like that. It's like if you have something that you believe in, if you feel a certain way, you should stand by it and then let the chips fall where they may. Either people will agree or either they won't agree. It is what it is. So yeah. Another thing too, happy birthday, my nanny, my mother's mother. She's not with us anymore, with us still in spirit. But today is her birthday, June 25th. And yeah, and then of course my birthday is tomorrow, June 26th. So happy birthday to my nanny as well. I'm trying to think. Mercury went direct. The post retrograde is usually felt for about 7 to 10 days, give or take. So by about the first week of July, you should be completely out of Mercury retrograde. And like I said, Mercury's already went direct. So most of the stuff, if any of you were holding back, for those who keep track of astrology and all that stuff, for any of you who were holding back because of Mercury being in retrograde, now you can start preparing to do whatever you need to do. I'm sure that you probably discovered some secrets while Mercury was in retrograde. We also had a supermoon last night. It was in Capricorn. It was the strawberry moon. So that was in Capricorn. So that was interesting. And I'm sure people have their feelings about that, where they may be feeling a little bit different right now. But for Mercury, yeah, it's direct now, so you're good to go. As for one of the changes, I'm making this announcement now. I'm not uploading or posting as much on Twitter anymore. What I will do is I will pin a tweet on Twitter and just let people know. Like, it's connected to my phone. So if someone @s the show on Twitter, or if something is sent in the DM, then of course I'll see it. But as for being active on Twitter, no. That's just another thing. I'm streamlining a bunch of things right now because I'm only one person. That's one thing. And there's a lot of other things that I am attempting to get to, and I can't get to those things if I'm doing all these other things. So with Twitter, I will not post the links to the podcast or to a video if I do that or what have you, or from time to time other stuff as much as I've been doing in the past. Usually it's second nature, where if I record something, then I automatically post it. But now it's kind of like, okay. And honestly, I'm leaning towards that with Facebook too. The only one that I might engage more with is Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. But other than that, I'm not a big social media person anyway. There are a lot of things I could post on social media, but I just don't. I post the episodes and do that, and that's about it. I'm not really, really huge on social media, at least when it comes to this. It's just not a thing where it's like, oh, let me go ahead and interact and do this and look for people and all that other stuff. That's not my thing. So yeah. So just a heads up, the Twitter page will still be active. I just won't be as active on there. And I'll eventually post a tweet. I'll probably do it Sunday or Monday is what I'm thinking. Obviously, this episode I will post on Twitter and do that. And thank you to everyone who's been supporting the podcast, who's been listening. I noticed somebody shooting fireworks right now in daylight at 3:28 p.m. Why, I have no idea. People are just, welcome to Los Angeles. So, yeah, I digress. But as for other things that I have to deal with, I'm still trying to finish this one project that is taking forever to do, because every time I get ready to do it, then I get overwhelmed is what happens. So now I'm going to have to force myself to finish it is what I'll have to do. And once I get that done, I'll be good to go on other things. As for the readings for the signs, for the general readings, I'll probably do the general readings. And then I will more than likely do the love readings as well. I just don't know when I will do them. I know they will be for July. And when they come out, they just might be late is what they may be. So, yeah. And this car alarm is going off. And I just do not feel like recording this over again. I really, really don't. But like I said before, I'm doing that, and my goal is to have some other episodes done too. There's a very hilarious story that I've known about, but I haven't done it yet. So it will be old when I post it, but it's still funny, and I still want to talk about it. So I will talk about that. I'll talk about that story. And then there is something else I want to do. I want to do something in regards to sports too. Because I haven't done I don't think I've done a sports episode in a while either. So yeah, I need to catch up and put a lot of things out. And the car alarm has stopped going, thank goodness. And hopefully the people will stop shooting fireworks in the middle of the day. But yeah, I want to get quite a few things out of the way. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. I've been resting too, or attempting to rest, as much as I can. I've been doing that. I've been focusing on my next moves as well, which is another reason I've been kind of quiet. I don't really tell people what I'm doing. I just sort of do it, and then you'll know once it's done. I might say, hey, I'm working on this, but I never really tell people what I'm working on and stuff. So, yeah. But the goal is to start doing the readings in the near future. I will start with the general readings, and then I will probably do the love readings, is what I will do. It depends on my bandwidth. I have to do the sign pull to determine what order the signs will be in when I do the readings. That will more than likely happen within the next few days. I'm thinking probably Monday at the latest is what I'm thinking. We'll have to see. And trying to think, is there anything else that I'm thinking that I might need to update on? That is mostly it. Like I said, won't be engaging that much on Twitter anymore, but still will be active and still will, it'll still be connected to my phone. And most of the other episodes will be uploaded exclusively to the podcast. I'll still do videos here and there, but for my video watchers, don't expect my video uploads to be very intermittent, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I think that's mostly all I have. I don't have too many other things that I can think of. So again, thank you to everyone who's been supporting the show, as I said before, who's been listening. I noticed that the listenership has obviously went down because I haven't been uploading that much stuff, and that's understandable. So yeah, I know that it'll go back up once I start uploading a lot again, uploading content. I just have to finish getting my thoughts together because I do have a lot on my mind, whether people know it or not. And once I have all of that stuff together, and once everything is more streamlined, then I can start uploading. But I'm looking forward to July the 4th. It's going to be here before you know it. It's actually going to be a week away. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyways, let me get going. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time. Oh, and one other thing. I will probably do a video upload this weekend for my birthday. So yeah, I'll probably do a video upload this weekend for my birthday. I'll do that too. So anyways, until next time, be blessed.